same. So is it not important to be taught in courses as to how to do this ethically?
The same thing, what we were talking about, the educational institutions, there should be some regulatory body, as Professor Suresh was suggesting, So what about the television channels? The Republic channel, everyone knows what happened, and Arnab Goswami had to go to jail, and lost all his credibility. But there are other channels also doing same kind of thing, apart from the manipulating things with these rating agencies. What they are showing on their TV screens, that is also important, because they are showing rubbish, and then the rubbish, because it goes with the masses very well, like cheap cinema and other cheap novels or other cheap things, So cheap television programs, who is going to check them, that what you are doing, this is not a responsible thing, you see. So TRP is a long discussion going on for years, but the regulatory bodies itself are, I think, helpless. Like for media, we talk about press council and other bodies, they are just toothless bodies. So for controlling the morality and the responsible behavior of the TV channels, I don't think there is any agency which can control them at the moment.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I would like to request the Honorable Chair, Professor Sandeep Sancheti, sir, for the concluding remarks. Then we will wind up the session.
Okay. Thank you, Professor Nag, for nicely conducting the session. Thanks to all the distinguished speakers for an excellent session on qualitative changes in media education and research. Many common points have emerged out of that, and many different angles, as was expected, because the subject is diverse, the approaches too can be diverse, and expectations anyway are very, very diverse. I'd like to sum up by taking just a couple of minutes. Professor Suresh set the tone by talking about some of the points on that we are at the point of inflection or crossroads. He also talked about the superficiality in the media or trial by media, or maybe indirectly, as some of us know, fake media sometimes. And today only in the morning, I was trying to read through something that someone is suggesting that how they can detect fake media. And there are some numbers and there are some channels trying to say that we will certify if something is fake or not. So it's becoming very important that what you do in media has a huge impact, and therefore we should be sensitive about it. He also talked about learning and unlearning aspects in media, because media is also going through a wholesale changes which are there. He also said that there should be a right emphasis on reporting. Technology or other things are not by itself sufficient that you can do something, but there should be right emphasis on reporting. That's the core or heart of media, is what probably one would like to say. And then, of course, go away from what we call desktop journalists and all that. I think that's very much required. I also pointed on the research aspect, because I had a chance to meet one top editor, and he said, sir, it is very easy for us to put it. When I started heading Manipal, Jaipur, and I established JMC there, I was slightly at loss that what to do and what not to do, what is right and not so right, and that is because that sort of a body was not there. And let me tell you, you are not alone. India needs so much of smart cities and planning and all those things. We don't have a body for planning in this world today in India. The same goes with the design aspects of various things. So I think JMC, Journalism and Mass Communication, should take lead in setting up their regulatory body. 3 stalwarts are here, and I think they should collectively take a plunge in doing so. But Tanvi Saab also talked about the importance of people teaching in the academic world, both from the academic side as well as from the media or the real field side. That's something very important, which is there. And then he also talked about the application of the research and then the mutual appreciation and respect for each other. The academic world should not look at the outside world with disdain that you only make profit and you do whatever you do and vice versa. So there should be a mutual respect for both sides. And I think that's the true story for Indian engineering or medical world. Fortunately, medical world as well, but engineering is also poor in that respect. So point well made, Professor Thanvi Saab. And then we had finally Dr. Meera Desai, and she also talked about like Professor Suresh, now or never kind of a thing. Also talked about the issue of research, what is bugging Indian research. And once again, she talked about the research, which might be student-centric or teacher-centric or publication-centric or degree-centric. I think those are the concerns we have, which are common concerns, and also connection with the NEP in a very, very strong way. But what she emphasized was aspects of human sensitivity and maybe aspects of economics and ethics also coming into the play when we are doing our media job and reporting. All in all, Madam also said about the regulatory issues, so I'm pretty sure this should be the main outcome of this particular version of NMC. I would say this is the fifth one. I do not know why it has not happened in the past, but I will, as a rank outsider, would say that this is the dire need of the times that it should happen. We should also talk about certain things in the context of media. Media's role or education's role, in my opinion, is quite common. I perceive the education's role as dissemination of information, assimilation of information, and now the generation of information. The generation, thereby I mean research. In Indian education, it was most of dissemination and assimilation which was happening, but now we have to focus on dissemination, generation also. I think the same is true for the media also, that media should also work on the generation called research, quality, vetted inputs and vetted information which is there. I'm sure media will be moving in right direction. Students will be excited because students need challenge. Students need satisfaction. Today's young generation, in my opinion, are very, very demanding. They're not necessarily dying for quick gains here and there. They also go into different direction.
Hello, welcome to the postgraduate program in Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning offered by the University of Texas at Austin in
and to NMC also. So I'd like to close from my side the session with thanks to everyone and all the audiences and the good questions which we have had. And once again, my thanks to IMS and also the University and also Professor Pari and Professor Gawani for this opportunity. Namaskar. Have a good weekend. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. It is my proud privilege, and I feel blessed that I'm moderating this session where stalwarts like you all are here and addressing the core issues of media education and research. Now, this is time for vote of thanks, and from my core of heart, from the organizing committee, from National Media Conclave, I would like to thank Professor Sandip Sancheti, Honorable Vice Chancellor, and the chairman of this session for giving us the time and addressing the issues and conducting the session. Thank you very much, sir. Now, I would like to thank Professor K.G. Suresh, who is one of my mentor and guiding force for a quite long time. I am in close association with him for a quite long time. Thank you, sir, for joining us and for addressing. Sir, Om Thanvi, sir, thank you very much. If any mistake on my part, I would beg pardon for that. And this, it is a proud privilege to have you here in this National Media Conclave, and you have really addressed very core issues of media education and need of industry academia collaboration and improvement in media education by including people from industry and giving them opportunities for teaching. Thank you for your time, sir. And last but not least, I would thank Professor Miraki Desai ma'am for your time and for this wonderful presentation in National Media Conclave. Before concluding the session, I would like to thank the organizing chairman, Professor Padhi, Upendra Padhi, and of Institution of Media Studies, Utkal University, for all his efforts, and all the organizing committee members, and Professor Sudhir Gavane sir for advising us, for guiding us, and my teacher, my professor, Professor Sunil Kant Behra, who is our advisor from the very beginning and who is guiding us on during our path, during our journey. And I also like to thank my colleagues, those who are supporting me, Dr. Ruby Nanda and Dr. Devabani Mukherjee, those who are supporting me. And at the same time, I would like to thank the organizing committee and the technical committee for organizing or for conducting this session technically in a very well and balanced manner, and all the participants of this session. Thank you very much.
Thanks to you also, Professor Nayak, for very well conduct and organizing the things. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Namaskar.
Just